As everybody here now knows, Representative Brian Sims filmed himself harassing and berating, making sexist and racist comments against an elderly woman, a mother and her 2 daughters and their friend, and a young man. Filmed himself threatening to dox the teen girls who were prayerfully practicing their First Amendment rights on this public sidewalk.
You want to fight me, girl? Well, I'll cut you. You've been warned. Have a seat. You dumb whore.
He told his followers on live stream that he would give them a bounty of $100 if they could find the names and the identities. For their safety, they're not here today. The names and identities of the young girls that he was filming. And Brian Sims has not yet resigned. He has not resigned. So we are calling on State Representative Brian Sims and all those who dare to harass and violate the First Amendment rights of the constituents here in Philadelphia to step down. This is behavior that is unbecoming for a state representative.
I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just telling the truth. Spreading your lies in your, what's the word? Oh, hate. Talking that shit, it won't get you far. If you were smart, you won't mention my name. Just keep my name out your, what's the word again? Mouth.
You're back in the closet. You're back in the closet. What the hell?
Hey guys, just wanted to add also, because I'm like composing this video in the span of like 5 days, and it's I just don't have time to edit it, so when I put it out, I put it out. It might be old news by then. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and offer an update as well. As of May 13th, Monday, May 13th, probably even Sunday, Mr. Brian Sims, representative of Pennsylvania, you know, well, the one I'm making a video about right now, duh. But anyways, he has locked down his Twitter account.
You're back in the closet. You're back in the closet. What the hell?
And sure enough, yeah, he purposefully locked down his own account. And so only him and anybody who he deems okay to see it will see the account. And I'm looking at this like, dude, you got had. This is what you do. This is what bullies do. This is what bullies do when they've been figured out, when they've been found out, when they're overwhelmed by everybody backing up the people that were bullied. You're a fucking bully. You're a bully. Own up to it. Come on out and apologize. Stop being a closet queen. You know, we've played that game long enough in our lives. We're both about the same age. We're both about the same age, buddy. And so you and I kind of went through the same generation of what it was like to be afraid to come out and stuff, and do it. Overall, dude, be a man up to this stupid issue. Come out, apologize. I know you're probably doing damage control, you're getting set for it. I mean, I just think it's pretty funny that you know, he was all balls out, you know, able to attack these women and that young man, and then try to be the voice of, you know, pick on these people who he thought were going to make no difference in the world. That's what you did. You bullied people you thought were insignificant. You're judging these people. You judged them. You picked on them, you judged them, and this is what you do now. You cower with your dick and your balls between your leg. If you even have them, at this point, I don't think you do. Anyways, I thought I had to add that into this video because I just found out today. Again, this video is about the pro-life rally that happened and how much I enjoyed watching it and whatnot. But anyways, I wanted to give you guys that update too. Mr. Man just cowered like a wuss, like the typical wusses do. What I'd like to do from here is just give you snippets of the most inspirational lines from the event, most inspirational speeches for me anyways from the event, and leave you guys with that. Without further ado, here are those segments that I loved. Enjoy.
As an OBGYN physician, I see women touched by abortion on a daily basis.
90% of these women have suffered emotional trauma that persists for a lifetime. Some suffer with infertility, issues, preterm deliveries. Others medicate their pain with alcohol, drugs, unstable relationships. Some are even at an increased risk for cancer. Abortion is never safe. At least one person is guaranteed to die. The other is left wounded at best.
I'm a little tension whore, and I'm so proud of this.
However, it is important for us to get really clear about how we see racism truly operating in the context of pro-abortion politics in the city of Philadelphia. Real racism is co-opting the language of liberation to advocate for the destruction of the lives of the most vulnerable. Real racism is a so-called white ally telling black and brown women that they need to choose between their dreams and their babies. Real racism is thinking that white people, including older white women, cannot care about the lives and the futures of black and brown women. Real racism is advocating for the annihilation of someone whose value is not evident to you.
I'm a little tension whore, and I know you love it.
And so this city of Philadelphia, I'm so proud to be here. We are the birthplace of America. Amen. And this city is where the self-evident, unalienable right to life was first declared. Right? Yes. And our forefathers believed in our right to liberty so strongly that they explicitly enumerated those fundamental rights in our Constitution. And so I want you to know that no one, not even an elected official, can take that away from us, right? It is our right, and I would say it is our duty as American citizens to proclaim our beliefs calmly, peacefully, assertively, without fear of retribution and without apology. Thank you for being here.
I'm a little tension whore, and I'm so proud of this.
But the abuse that pro-lifers suffer is nothing compared to the suffering of children in the womb. Amen. And that is the first and most important reason that we're all gathered here. We are here for the 60 million. 60 million. Keep that number seared into your conscience. 60 million babies have been slaughtered since Roe v. Wade. That's well over 3,000 a day, 1.3 million a year. And this is not just any 60 million. Think about the victims we have chosen, children. The most innocent, the most pure, the most beautiful of all people are the precise ones we have targeted. These are people who have harmed no one. They have done nothing wrong. They are filled with joy and potential and love. And if we cannot see the worth and value in a child, then who can we see it in? Now, they call abortion a reproductive rights issue. It is not. Because by the time the abortion happens, reproduction has already occurred. Nobody is suggesting that a woman should be forced to reproduce. What we're arguing is that nobody has the right to kill a human that has already been produced. Abortion is not a reproductive decision. Abortion is a parenting decision. Am I going to kill my child or care for him? And we are standing here saying, care for that child.
I'm a little tension whore, and I know you love it.
I was a senior in high school, and I remember sitting in this waiting room. And right across from me was my boyfriend, who I was absolutely in love with, and my best friend. And I knew in this moment I was about to make a decision that was going to affect me for the rest of my life. I had this abortion. They gave me the RU486 pill, told me to go home, everything would be fine, you'll just bleed a little bit, and that's it. When that happened, it did not work. 2 months later is when everything happened. I was in school and I had the most excruciating pains I could ever imagine. And let me also mention, my boyfriend decided that he wasn't going to stay with me after that. I worked for a crisis pregnancy center for years, and I would speak on relationships, and not only did God heal me as I went through post-abortion counseling, but you know what, that same boy that sat in that waiting room with me 10 years later came back into my life to apologize because God had grabbed a hold of his life. And you know what? That's not even it. Yes. He is my husband. We've been married for 10 years. We have 4 beautiful children.
I think I'm such a fucking attention whore.
And it is also the antithesis of feminism to look a woman in the face and to tell her, you are not strong enough to be a mother. You must choose between motherhood and your career. You must choose between motherhood and your education. And I did not have to give up my education to be a mother. I did not have to give up my career to be a mother. It is time to refuse to choose. We will not choose between one or the other. We will respect both women and their children and their femininity and their reproduction and their fertility. And we will continue to do it until clinics like this no longer exist. And every woman who walks into a physician's office is actually treated with love and respect and care. And Mr. Sims, I can't believe he didn't show up today.
I wonder why.
He got the invitation several times from me alone. But he didn't show up because you know what? It is cowardly to defend death. It is courageous to defend life. No matter what persecution we face here on the sidewalk, it is nothing compared to what those innocent children go through inside of these abortion facilities across the country.
So, talk about me and watch my videos.
I'd like to be among the first to welcome him to the United States of America, where we champion free speech, where under the First Amendment we allow peaceful people to gather along public rights of way and stand and pray and hand out life-saving information. And just because you don't like prayer, just because you don't want to give women nonviolent options to abortion, it doesn't mean that you can go bully them off of the sidewalk. I want the media to zero in on these checkmyclinic.org posters. This is from this clinic's own health inspections. They didn't sterilize their instruments. They didn't provide sanitary conditions. Fine medical facility you have here, Planned Parenthood. Congratulations. Very pro-woman, right?
Bye, bitches.
And here's the one that really touched my heartstrings.
Just a reminder to keep the sidewalk clear. So if you are not speaking or if you're not holding a sign up front, if you could also move back towards into the crowd. We want to respect the law here to keep part of the sidewalk clear.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Brian, if it wasn't for your bullying, I mean, I guess in your own words, I mean, you have a video out there about 25 seconds long that says, you know, bullying is bad in every form and whatnot.
Every organization that has looked at the effects of bullying tell us that they last a lifetime and that they stay with you. What we know is that so much of it is promulgated by bullying, and I think all too often we say that's boys being boys. We say, you know, this is just mean girls and it's the way things are, but it's not. It's discrimination, and nobody should be discriminated against. Nobody should be discriminated against.
Get back in the closet. Get back. Whoa! What the hell?
I do just want to say, give a huge thanks. If it wasn't for your bullying, none of this would have happened. None of this would have been pushed to the limelight. You know, everybody kept saying, "Oh, it's men that are telling women what to do with their bodies." It was mostly women at this event. Did the men force them to go? I don't think so. I don't think so. They went on their own volition. Like, hate, subscribe, unsubscribe, share, don't share. I do love it all, and share it also, Mr. Brian Sims. Peace out.
I'm a little attention whore, and I'm so proud of it. I'm a little attention whore, and I know you love it. That's right. Oh, man. I think I'm such a fucking attention whore. So, talk about me and watch my videos.
Keep your eyes on the road.
Bye, bitches.
back in the closet. Get back in the closet. What the hell?